Hi, I'm Diane Grover, Cosmetic Chemist, Trainer and Assessor here with the Institute of Personal Care Science. Today I'm going to show you how to make a protein shampoo for dry hair and scalp. Now let me show you just how easy it is. This protein shampoo contains hydrolyzed wheat protein, has a beautiful pearlescent tinge to it. The protein in this shampoo offers both moisture retention properties on the scalp as well as the hair. We will start with the water phase, and to that I will add an amphoteric surfactant. Amphoteric surfactants are co-surfactants. They boost foam, improve mildness, and also modify viscosity. They can help to reduce the irritancy potential of other surfactants. To that I will add a primary surfactant. I'm using a fatty acid taurate, which is mild on the skin, produces a good foam, and also will help to boost the viscosity of my formula. I'm using a paste, so I will need to heat this gently to melt into the water phase. To that I will add a non-ionic surfactant, which is another co-surfactant. Non-ionic surfactants reduce the irritancy potential of the shampoo. I'm using a glycol ester to give the shampoo an opaque, pearlescent finish. This comes in a flake, so I'll also need to gently heat. Make sure to gently heat, stirring using only low shear, because you don't want to introduce any air bubbles into the shampoo. Now that the formula has cooled, I can add in the protein. I'm using a Cosmos and EcoCert approved low molecular weight wheat protein, which penetrates into the hair fibre, strengthening and repairing the hair from within, helping to reduce breakage while offering excellent conditioning and protective properties. On the scalp, it enhances moisture retention, supports the skin's natural barrier function, and offers a soothing effect for dry scalps. I'm also using a broad spectrum preservative to protect my formula from microbial contamination. Once the formula is below 25 degrees, I can check and adjust the pH to 5.3 to 5.8. Once I am happy with the pH, I can assess my shampoo and decide if I want to add in sodium chloride in small increments to increase the viscosity further. I think this is a good viscosity, so I think we are going to leave that as is. See? And that's how easy it is to make a protein shampoo for dry hair and scalp. If you like today's formula, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Don't forget to subscribe to receive notifications on videos just like this, and email us at info@personalcarescience.com.au for more free formulas. Happy formulating!